Welcome to Learn English on YouTube. Between the Cameras and the Heart, an original story from our channel. Chapter 7. Ghosts from the Past. If you want to watch Chapter 1, click on the tag that appears at the top. The day I saw the news, it felt like the ground was crumbling beneath my feet. The images were brutal, each one more heartbreaking than the last. Alberto, the man who had been my refuge, was in the middle of a public fight with Ernesto Monteverde, the director who had been my biggest mistake. The photos showed fists in the air, faces full of rage, and a crowd of people filming with their phones. But what really shattered me was the image of Laura, the Venezuelan nanny, shielding Valentina and Renata with her body as chaos erupted around them. And the headline that accompanied that photo was like a dagger to the heart. The Venezuelan heroine, Laura, the mother Yolanda could never be. According to reports, it all started when Alberto took the girls and Laura to a nearby park. It was a peaceful day, until they came face to face with Ernesto. I don't know if it was a coincidence or if Ernesto had planned it, but what followed was a scene no one could have imagined. Ernesto, with his usual arrogance, didn't miss the chance to provoke Alberto. "How's life, Alberto? How does it feel knowing your wife thought I was more interesting than you?" he said, with a mocking smile that, according to witnesses, ignited Alberto's fury. At first, Alberto tried to ignore him, but Ernesto didn't stop. "You know, Yolanda always said I understood her better than you. Maybe that's why she ended up in my apartment." Those words were the trigger. Alberto, unable to hold back any longer, threw the first punch. What followed was a scuffle that quickly caught the attention of everyone around. Ernesto responded with a punch of his own, and soon both were on the ground, surrounded by shouts and phones filming every second. Meanwhile, Laura, with an impressive calm, took charge of protecting Valentina and Renata. She hugged them tightly, shielding them from the chaos unfolding just a few meters away. That image, captured by an opportunistic photographer, became the media's focal point. Laura, the real mother, protecting the girls while Yolanda remains absent. The Venezuelan who saved the day. Is it time for Yolanda to step aside? The headlines were cruel, merciless, and each one seemed designed to remind me how far I was from being the mother I wanted to be. The fight ended when the police intervened, taking Alberto and Ernesto to the station. Images of both, with disheveled clothes and faces marked by anger, flooded social media. The videos showed Ernesto shouting, "This isn't over, Alberto. I'll prove you can't handle me," while Alberto responded, "You're a coward. Don't ever get near my daughters again." It was a declared war, and the whole world was watching. When Alberto left the station, the media surrounded him, throwing questions and cameras in his face. Laura, always close, held the girls with a calm expression that contrasted with the chaos around her. The images of her became a symbol of protection and maternal love, while I, in the eyes of the public, was the absent mother who had failed. That night, alone in my apartment, I watched the news over and over again. Every word, every image, was a reminder of what I had lost. I knew I had made mistakes, but seeing the world judge me, seeing Laura elevated as the maternal figure I could no longer be, was more than I could bear. I wondered if I would ever regain my daughter's respect, if I could ever show them that, despite everything, I loved them more than anything in the world. Awesome! Let's see how well you remember the new words. It's time for the vocabulary challenge. Time to practice. Challenge number 1. Pause the video and comment a sentence using one of the new words you learned today. Now it's your turn. Write your own sentence using one or more words from today's key vocabulary in the comments. Are you ready for challenge number 2? Watch the video again and repeat the words out loud until you can say them clearly. You can use the YouTube chapters and timestamps to jump to the parts you want to practice. And now, challenge number 3. Tell us in the comments. What was the most difficult word for you today? Now it's your turn. Write the word that challenged you the most and why. Let's learn together. That's the end of today's story. We hope you enjoyed it and learned some new words along the way. Remember, the best way to learn English is by listening to fun stories like this one. See you next time, English Explorer. If you liked the video, click like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a friend who is learning English.